Dear viewers, once again, you are welcome to this an interesting TV channel, Etita TV. This is English orientation course. My name is Chiku Ghaimo. Our today's lesson is about job seeking skills. Job seeking skills. Here, dear viewers, you are supposed to have a concept or to have an idea on what is referred to as a job. A job refers to an activity that is performed by a person in order to get money. Any activity that is performed, that is done for the purpose of being paid, it is referred to as a job. For example, here, as a teacher, teaching is a job. Another concept that you need to know is about skills. Skills refers to as an ability to do something. For example, if you are a teacher, maybe the skills that you must have is maybe communication skills. And the last concept or idea that you must have in this lesson, job seeking skills, is about qualification. What is the meaning of qualification, dear learners? This refers or comprises of two things. There is the first one being education experience. It can be education, qualification, experience, and the skills. So all qualification comprises both skills and the education requirement for a particular job you are seeking for. Today, you need to study about letter writing. If you have completed a certain course and you want to be employed in a certain institution or sector, you have to write a letter. The letter is called an application letter. Since this is English orientation, dear viewers, may you say application letter. Say application letter. This is a letter written to somebody when you are in need of a job. If you are seeking for a job, you have to write an application letter. Dear viewers, an application letter has different parts. It is a formal letter. It has a standard format. Starting with the part number 1, any application letter must have a sender's address. That sender's address is written at the top right-hand corner of your paper. You can start, maybe you are a student somewhere, you can use the address of your previous secondary school, maybe Mji Secondary School, P.O. Box 6557, Morogoro. This is referred to as the sender's address. Or sometimes you might have your address maybe at home, possessed by a certain company or by an individual. Maybe your father is having a postal address. You may use it to pass your letter. So bear in mind that it is written at the right-hand corner of your paper. Part number 2 of the application letter is the date. Your letter should have the date to show that when it is written. As the letter here, it is written on 23rd of October 2022. Dear viewers, part number 3 is the receiver's address. To whom are you writing a letter? where are you seeking for a job? Here, if you are seeking for a job of a teacher, therefore, your letter should be addressed to maybe the headmaster of that particular school or to any other private institution. For the example of this letter, you can write like this. The headmaster, comma, Mount Uluguru Living School, comma, P.O. Box 320, comma, Morogoro. This is what is referred to as the receiver's address. Where are you writing the letter? To whom are you addressing your letter? After number 3, that's the next part of the application letter is greeting, or in other words we call it salutation. In salutation you simply say, dear sir or madam. Dear sir stroke madam, because you are not sure if the receivers you are addressing your letter is a man or a woman. So you have to write dear sir stroke madam. The next part of these receivers, of this application letter, dear viewers, is the heading. You have to write or to specify the heading of your letter. What is that letter written for? As for our case, this letter is written for the purpose of applying for a job. So the heading should read like this: an application for a job. An application for a job. So you must underline that heading. After the heading, dear viewers, the next part now is the body of the letter. Within the body of the letter, it's where you might show the following. You might specify your name. You have to write the qualification, education qualification. Also, you have to show the skills that you are possessing that fits the requirement of that position, of that post. My letter reads as follows. I am writing to apply for the teaching post at your school. I am writing, that is introduction. I am writing this letter to apply for the teaching post at your school. This is introduction. Somebody in this sentence, the sender or the writer of the letter is showing the intention or the need of that letter is to apply. Apply for it, apply for a job. Which job? It is teaching post. So within the introductory part, you have to show your intention or your interest of applying and showing the post that you are in need. So it is stated that I am writing to apply for the teaching post at your school. I saw your advertisement in the Daily News of 20th October 2022. This shows the information that somebody got from a particular maybe newspaper. The next part of this body of the letter, after showing your intention and also the post that you are applying for. In the next part of the body of the letter, you have now to show the following thing. The sentence reads that, I studied at Morogoro Teachers College and completed my training in 2020. The sentence shows that somebody has undergone further training that fits with the post she or he has applied for. My academic qualification includes, now we are talking of the qualification. We have the skills, many personal skills, and now it is the qualification. Having attended the Morogoro Teachers Morogoro Teachers College. Now, the writer is showing that he or she has the following qualification. One is, a secondary living certificate, and also a grade A teacher certificate, or a grade A teacher certificate, showing that the person is having qualification to apply for the teaching post. The letter continues like this. I don't have any work experience. When analyzing this qualification or skills and anything, if you have something, maybe you have certain qualification, you have say, I have something. I don't have something. Here, the writer says that I don't have any work experience. That means it has the first time for him or her to apply for that post. She has never worked in any institution before. It is the first time, or can say it is the first appointment. I have the necessary qualification. So she doesn't have, or she doesn't have working experience, but he has the necessary qualification, that the secondary education, living certificate, and a teacher or a grade A teacher have certificate. So if you have, I do insist this structure, I have. If you don't have, say I don't have something. But for this, he says that I have the necessary qualification. Here, she is referring to the secondary school living certificate and also a grade A teacher certificate. I am ready to give all my energy. This sentence shows it that when I say I'm ready to give all my energy, here the writer is showing that he has possessing extra qualification or skills. That is how she is going to behave while performing, employed in that post. As for a teacher, the employee, promising the employer that she is going to use the energy in order to make sure that he do the work in a correct way. I hope you will consider my request. The writer shows the hopes that he or she is going to be considered. Now, after that, you have to end your letter. Yours faithfully. When you say yours faithfully, showing that the end of the letter, and this shows the commitment. As we have used the dear sir or madam, the ending of the letter should be yours faithfully. Then you have to write the letter. You have to sign your letter and write your name. The writer of this letter is J.K. and the name is John Kitambi. That is all about the parts of official letter or an application letter. Dear viewers, let us now have the activity in order so that you can get an opportunity to practice the parts of the letter, or to practice to write your an application letter on your own. I do insist you to note points so that you can be used when doing this. So by writing the letter, or by doing the assignment that I'm insisting you to do, you will find yourself practicing writing skills. You have to pass through the points that you have noted down. There are 90 parts of an official letter or of an application letter. The activity says that you hear the job advertisement on the radio. It states that qualified Tanzanians are invited to apply for the job, of office attendant at Urafiki textiles industry. I think you have noted the difference. In the previous letter or the sample letter that you have discussed, the letter was addressed to the headmaster. And their post is teaching post. But here, the letter is addressed to Urafiki Textiles Mills, and the post is an office attendant. So there is a difference. You have to make sure that you note these differences while writing your letter. The minimum qualification required is the certificate of secondary education. The minimum qualification required is the certificate of secondary education. The letter should be directed to the human resource manager. There we addressed it to the headmaster, Mount Uruguru Secondary School. But here we have to address the letter to the human resource manager, Urafiki Textile. Don't forget to subscribe in this channel. This marks the end of my lesson. You were with Madam Ghaimo. Thank you very much.